Right, Wreckfest 2 is here. Is it worth buying? We're going to find out. I'm playing it right now, and I'm here with Sam, who I would call a Wreckfest expert. I always see you on Wreckfest. Sam, this is our first look at Wreckfest 2, playing on a controller here. Obviously, I do more sim racing.
I mean, I play this a lot with my son. It's a great game just to chill out and have fun with your kids or whoever you want. It's nice and easy to chill out, especially after
Oh, God.
you've killed yourself a bit there. Especially after actually sim racing for ages. It's nice to just chill out and play this. It reminds me a lot of the first one though. It doesn't look too dissimilar, which is great.
So my thoughts are that we're running this on a very kind of modest graphics card. It's an RTX 4060 Ti. So it's not a top of the range graphics card. And I'm really impressed by the graphics. I don't know if the graphics look good on your PC or PlayStation.
Well, that's the nice thing about it. It is actual multi-console. We play on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing. Wreckfest 1 looks amazing on the PS5. I would really presume it's exactly the same. But Wreckfest has always been, to me, and our friends Callum and Ryan I used to play with quite a lot, a great game to chill out and just have fun. And the AI is amazing as well.
That's what I was going to say. It's actually in a game like this, I was expecting the AI to get stuck and sort of be getting in the way, but it looks decent. I was expecting to crash a lot more.
It's you can actually, if you play online, we used to play online quite a lot. If you actually play online, you can actually have legitimate, seriously good races. That's a crossover apparently. And it was, because you can mod cars as well, you can change what they look, more armour, more speed, acceleration, handling, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I've always enjoyed it.
So I think it comes out at $29, but there's an early access discount. I have my affiliate with Instant Gaming in the comments as well, so if you want to pick up any games ever, please do go check out my Instant Gaming link in the description. But I'm just seeing here, the graphics are pretty good.
The gameplay's good. I mean, it gets a lot more involved later. If it's anything like Wreckfest 1, it gets a lot more involved later on in the game.
What are you seeing that's different from Wreckfest 1, or is it actually... Because is it a bit of a cash grab? Are they just, is it... Because I was surprised when I saw the release for Wreckfest 2, I was like, okay, that's coming out very soon. And I know Wreckfest 1 is really popular, and it's not a licensed game in the sense that I think there's lots of licensed content that means it needs an update.
I mean, I don't remember any actual licensed cars from the first one. They had lookalikes, but there was nothing actually officially licensed. And it's got such a huge... the Oval boys love this.
Yeah.
The actual Oval Banger boys love this. There you are, missing your front right.
So this is now going to get a bit frustrating for me because my car's bashed up. There's no concept of repairing it or anything.
No, your car's done. You've got your damage down in the bottom left there. Obviously, you're missing your front right, so that's gone black.
So doesn't that get very... what do I do now? Do I just restart or...?
You would... Well, it depends on how... If you're playing online, obviously you don't restart, you have fun, you smash around. If you're trying to do the whole career, you would now obviously restart because you can't get around corners.
Let's go to the menu. This is early access. Big thanks to Wreckfest for sending it over. They did say that the tyres, I think, come off a little bit too easily in this version, and there's some things they're working on. It's an early access. They did also say that it's not like a fake early access like maybe some other games that come out. Like this is actually ready to play and enjoy. Yeah. So if I go to the quick race, interesting, that's struggling on the replay there, this on the recording, this menu. And it looks like it's taking me straight to Scrapyard again. So I don't know if we're going to be able to change that. Or try and... Is that a map that you recognise?
No, this is a new map. So if you go back to our main menu.
Okay.
At the top... So usually shoulder buttons, RB.
Yeah. You
can go to garage and you should be able to
view my cars.
View my cars and eventually buy more cars.
Okay. So these are the cars that are available at the moment. Maybe this is the early access what you have.
Yeah.
Is I don't know any of these look the same.
I mean the Rocket, Road Slayer are both from the first one. That one there looks like a Puma, maybe?
A Ford Puma.
Yeah, a Ford Puma with like the headlights. Yeah. And that looks like an old Fiat Uno or something.
Yeah.
But that's called something else in the game. That's called like the Bumblebee.
Okay, so you've got 4 cars there. So do you think that's enough in early access to have 4 cars, or is it not really about the cars, or do you end up swapping the cars a lot?
No, you'll find, like most racing games, and everyone always finds, there will always be one overpowered OP car, and you always end up finding it. But 4 cars to start off with on the early access, there you go, different tracks.
So different tracks here: sandpit, open pit mine, speedway, scrapyard, and testing grounds. Should we do the sandpit?
Oh yeah.
Let's do a sandpit, main circuit, time of day, banger racing. What's this?
So banger racing is literally banger racing. No, fault racing wasn't in the first one, so that's new.
Okay, let's do it.
Max grid size, yeah.
24?
Yeah, that's the same as before.
I'll do it to 20 just so we don't stress the PC.
Laps, car damage, normal, realistic.
Do you have a preference normally?
We normally do normal because we play online. Realistic, you are done super quickly. Rocket, my boy Elliot, always used to like using, so I reckon go with that.
Okay, let's try the Rocket then in the sandpit.
This is a track from Wreckfest 1.
Okay.
100% this is.
It'd be interesting if you notice anything different or upgrade, or, I'm not sure Wreckfest 2, like what is actually that different in it, because I've always understood conceptually what Wreckfest is about. But let's see.
Everything just looks a bit more crisper, but they've kept the old Wreckfest 1 UI. They've used that as a base. That's very obvious to see from someone who's played it a lot. But all the graphics just look a little bit crisper. And bear in mind, the original Wreckfest was quite old because it came out on PlayStation 4, so before the PS5. And it does just look a lot crisper.
So my PC is actually struggling now with that. So I don't know what's... Look in the settings and we can show everyone what we've got. Settings available here. So I'm actually going to put it all on low. So now we're going to see on low what we've got. And reload. And I'm going to go to that create events.
But less cars.
So we'll go to 10 cars.
Yeah.
I would say this is very interesting because if you're playing this on PC, you don't want to have to be slamming everything down, and it might not be optimized great for PC.
And I mean, this is one of the things I loved about the original Wreckfest was the graphics on it. So I am looking forward to the graphics. I mean, even this doesn't actually look too bad, even as it is now. Okay,
so this is on low settings, and I'm looking at my recording software, and it looks extremely stable. So going to low settings, I can't. We're playing on a 4K monitor, although the game's set at 4040p. I actually can't really notice the difference.
Yeah.
Like,
watch out for those rocks; they kill you every time.
So,
I mean, I like the way with the AI. I'm presuming this one has it. In the first one, you'd have a like an enemy. He'd target you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like if you smash someone into a wall and actually gave them big damage,
they become an enemy.
Yeah, they will go out their way to take you out.
Okay, can I? In the old game, would I be able to create one now
if you just drove straight through the back of someone, T-bone into the wall massively, like don't brake, full send them.
Okay.
You would get like it wasn't quite. I can't remember what it was called, but it's not called an enemy. But he would go out his way to target a rival. That's exactly what it was. He was a rival.
Okay, we're gonna find create a rival here. Maybe.
But it needs to be more than just little.
Okay.
It needs to be like
into a braking zone.
Yeah.
I'm, to be honest, more interested by like the loose road physics.
Which,
because to me that's frustrating now. Like I can't rewind.
You can reset. I don't know what button it is on here, but there is a reset button.
Square maybe.
Okay. But you can reset quite quickly.
Okay, so I'm going to go again. I'm going to try and ram someone. But I find the physics. I've been interested with BeamNG. That's another game like this, but way less UI and polished than Wreckfest 2, from what I can see. But the actual handling is really fun.
It's really good off road. I've always rated this as like an off road. Like you can drift it, but you can actually still bring it back.
I would find this really fun as a rally game. But then I'm wondering, will I prefer playing on a difficulty setting that's less hardcore, or if I always hit that lamppost, am I always going to get stuck? And that's just facts. Like, if I don't like that, I've got to play Need for Speed.
Yeah, I think this is very Simcade. Oh, I don't even cast it Simcade. It's a more arcadey game. Like if you want to actually go out racing, this isn't the game for you.
Do you find it understeery? Like I feel like I'm understeering.
It always understeered. It's kind of like you always had to dab the brake 3 or 4 times to get it to rotate.
Okay. Oh my god, you witted me out there. Are you noticing anything different here? Like, would you know here that I'm in Wreckfest 2 as opposed to Wreckfest 1?
I would, purely because of the polish of it. It does look a lot more polished. Like it's got rear windows and stuff.
Oh really? That wasn't in the...
No, you didn't have the rear windows, so the glass didn't shatter like it does in this one. The actual map, like this is a map from the first one. This is where you crashed before and got stuck.
Okay. Oh my god.
On top of that.
Oh, whoa. That is awesome. I'm going to hit this.
So it's the left and the start line. But yeah, we didn't have glass on Wreckfest 1, which broke anyway. If we did have glass in it, it stayed intact. It just looks a lot more polished. And I'm really excited to see it. And this is a racing version. Obviously, they do the multiple other versions, like the death matches where it's last man standing, which is good fun.
If you Wreckfest 1, roughly how many cars are there? Like 10 cars or something like that?
On track with different cars?
No, different cars.
Oh, 60?
60?
There's so many.
So why would you go from that to Wreckfest 2, where it looks like you might have 4? There might be more.
There'll be more. There'll be more. And obviously, you just hit all 3 of those lampposts. On Wreckfest 1 as well, you had a like a weekly leaderboard.
Yeah.
And that got you credits. So you didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
You didn't have to pay real money for it. You could earn the credits to unlock more cars as
I think it's worth saying that the game is running a lot smoother now. I'm going to click multiplayer that I just don't imagine will be working because we're actually playing the game before it comes out. So I'm going to... Oh.
No, don't quit the desktop.
Okay, so we're going to create an event and what would you recommend? The testing grounds or the Speedway?
Speedway looks new. Scrapyard's new. Oh, it's just Speedway.
Okay. Demolition Derby?
Yeah. So this would be last man standing. So if you go to car damage, that will obviously wreck them quickly.
So is this just a derby like you
this
just
is
go
last
and
man
smash
standing.
it? So it's not like laps?
No, there's no racing. That had a 3-minute timer.
So we try this, not a Ford Puma?
Yeah.
Okay. So the game is running a lot smoother now, and there must have been a setting. I think there was something that was on Ultra, even though I didn't want it on Ultra, which is an annoying thing about PC gaming.
So you got your assist there if you wanted to.
Okay, so I know I'm on automatic. It's interesting there's ABS-TC stability.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see then. That's quite ominous. I don't have any rumble on my DualSense.
I'll tell you what this doesn't have, which the old one had like a mini-map. So you can see where there's other cars around.
Gameplay. Show HUD. Maybe that's not in early access now.
Okay.
So for you are the target customer. So
yes.
for $29 or so, maybe a bit of discount. Do you see any reason to get it now, or is it something that's on your radar?
I would get this right now.
Oh, really?
And I will get this right now. I'm so excited to play it, and obviously having a child as well, he loves this game. He's been bugging me. He wants this.
Whoa! Yes.
So you see you've got points there. So different takeouts give you a different amount of points. So some of the games you'll get... Nearly. Yeah. Some of the games it'll be like a high score wins.
Yeah.
Somehow you manage to avoid everyone. Not sure how you're managing it.
How do you do this? Do you because if I
don't go round, just hit someone, spin round, stop doing ovals.
But do I want to go head on?
Yeah, you get way more points for head ons.
But am I not damaging my own car?
Yeah, so you got your health bar in the bottom left.
Okay.
And that will tell you that.
Is it a bit suicidal?
Yeah, that's the whole point of Team Deathmatch. And on the old one as well.
I'm going to get this guy. You are
And he's just got on the old one as well. You had a timer. So if you were just driving around the outside, avoiding everyone,
you would get.
You'd have a timer like 30 seconds to cause damage. Or
so is a T-bone a good hit because I'm hitting someone on the side?
Yes.
Where they're weak.
Yes.
Oh yes.
And that was just classed as a ram in there, so that's 100 points. And then reckon, if you actually reckon, like I said on the other game, it was like 1,000 points.
Oh man, so these near misses. Is there any nitrous here?
No.
Just so that would be so satisfying for that last bit, just to like nitrous out.
So I think this was mainly about like using handbrakes, quick turning.
Yeah, just circle now. See, this is. Whoa, this is.
But can you imagine playing this with like 10 of your mates?
Yeah.
On the slightly smaller map, because this is quite a big map for this.
Yes.
So you see that T-bone.
I think the main thing is it's just satisfying. Like, and I don't have any rumble on the controller. I imagine with rumble this feels a bit.
I mean, on Wreckfest 1, you get all the throttle rumble on the triggers, and it's just a great chill out game to play with. So you can see there, your front bumper's gone. It's completely gone. It's gone black. You got wheel damage. Both fronts are damaged as well. But also, like I said, on Wreckfest 1, you get school buses.
Really?
Yeah, you can, like the classic American school bus, like the big yellow ones. You can get estate cars, so there's like a Volvo estate type car. There was a Skyline, but not a Skyline.
Sam, surely going to get more points than that.
It depends on how much damage they take. But it's nice to play a game where like the actual AI is purposely going out of the way to hit you as well.
Yeah. The AI must define this kind of experience, because if they're not good, it's soulless.
Yes, 100%. So you ran out of time. That was a timer there, and it gave you points.
Okay, so my thoughts on having done a race, having done a thing, is I feel it's kind of like old school gaming. I'm trying to think of it like from the early access perspective. I don't feel like it's not running well now. I've done 2 with the settings on. Is it medium or low? I think
we just bunged it on low.
Yeah, whatever setting.
But you have turned all the cars down now as well.
Yes, we have. Should we try? Actually, do you want to try? You can try it. Just let's try and put them up all the way and just see if it was a graphics that.
So all the way.
All the way up.
24.
24. Okay. We try the ginger. This is one car we haven't tried yet.
We'll go with the ginger. So yeah, like I said, you can tune your cars as well. Obviously, add more armor for like if you're doing demolition race, you'd put more armor on. So obviously, you don't wreck as
You said there's a story as well.
There's a career mode type thing on Wreckfest 1. From the trailers, they were really, really trying to make this look like there was a full-on career mode, like I live in a scrapyard type thing.
So it looks like the graphics are swung a little bit, but it's not as bad as it was. The recording is fine.
I mean,
you can see the FSR is kicked in, but you might for some people you might want to lower. You're happy with lower frame rate because there's just a lot more cars.
I mean, I'm getting mugged. I'm just being trapped in the middle of everyone here.
It must be a complicated game for the PC to run because there's so many. Oh, what's this guy doing? Now I can see why you're the pro.
The pro.
Yeah.
Don't brake. Use them to get around the corner.
You're using the handbrake a lot.
No, use the handbrake just then. But yeah, it's one of the things on the first one. You use the handbrake for like rotation. So
would you do like would you set up a race like this and you keep restarting until you win and that's the loop, or would you just race?
I would. Depends what mood. If I want to complete the game, because obviously I don't know where I'm going. When you complete the game, you want to. It gives you objectives to do as well. So sometimes it'll be like wreck 4 cars in a race, or so it'll give you objectives to do. I would, as a racer, myself. I don't know where I'm going. Try and win the races because I like racing. But
some people just like wrecking.
Some people just, and I mean, if you play it online, it's 50-50 of you're going to go in a lobby where everyone wants to race, or there's people.
How does that work?
Backwards.
Like if you, is it just that's how it is? Like
it's like
you've got rammers in there. It's just
I mean there's literally a car on the game called the Rammer as well. It's lucky dip, but it's like, have you ever been to Real Banger Racing?
No, I've never been.
You should definitely go.
You got wiped out.
You're in the lead now. It's the same as like with Real Bang Racing. You'll have people want to go round and race, and you also have people who are solely out there, I don't know where I'm going, to destroy you.
What's the etiquette with driving the wrong way? Is that over the line?
On this game, it's hard because when you play online, they've got real racing lobbies for you to actually pretend you're racing for real, and they've just got banger racing where you can do whatever you want. You tended to know on the old one which ones are doing which.
Oh,
because of what cars they selected.
It's interesting the frame rate kind of adjusts as there are more complicated things going on. So we're in that sweet spot now where you could tune it because it's not like it's not always bad and it's not always great. It's kind of there's some variability. Oh, kind of exciting.
I'm a bit surprised there's such a basic selection of cars at the moment. I kind of assume they would have got like the big hitters in like the big school bus.
I think they did say they sent us a document kind of letting us know it's early access and it's not the finished product. And I think they said there's a update coming. Hopefully we can say that with some more stuff. And I imagine they'll keep dropping the cars. I would hope that if you pay for early access, you're going to get all of the content, like to get to the full release. I don't know if there's DLC for Wreckfest 1.
There was, but then like I said, you could also earn it as well.
Okay.
So it wasn't. You could buy it if you wanted to, if you wanted to fast track through it, but also you could earn it through like the daily tournaments, the weekly and the monthly tournaments.
Yeah.
And they were quite good because they made, like the Gran Turismo, where you had your dailies, weeklies, and that. I'm getting absolutely
P5, Sam.
P5. I was leading at one point. I've always loved it. I mean, that just reminds me of playing the game, which I love doing, and I will play it, and I will get this.
I feel like it's a one more game kind of thing.
It always is.
There's only one more map to go that we can see, which is testing grounds. So we're going to do it.
I would definitely turn down the grid size for this.
So I'm going to do 15.
And go a bit more than 3 minutes, maybe, just for you to explore it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Say,
Go rocket. Go rocket.
Okay.
And this is literally, as the photo says, if it's like Wreckfest 1, there's just massive things. There's car crushers, there's like rolling pins, there's a big spider. There you go, you can see it from that.
Does this look exactly the same as Wreckfest 1 or like a little bit?
No, this is different now. It's got the same sort of stuff. I wouldn't even bother trying to wreck people. When we play it, we just drive around like exploring.
All right, I want to go on this.
Like, can you do a loop? And we've got like little parkour areas and stuff like that. Like if you went for those car wash.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh God. Am I now?
There should be a reset button. Yeah, there you go. So that's Plinko. You know the game, the drop.
You drop in.
Yeah, so you can drive all the way up top of that curly ramp. So it looks like you're gonna have to jump over that wall.
All right, we're doing it.
I mean, this bit doesn't quite look finished.
It looks to be a nice way to unwind. I'm just trying to work out if it's more than that.
This bit here was always just so you can send it the biggest over the jumps and so you can. But yeah, this is. You're struggling to get up the hill in this car.
It's really nice to play a game with just auto gears.
Also, another thing which I had totally forgotten to mention, they had lawnmowers. So you could race as lawnmowers and your driver got flung off the car. I mean, you've managed to somehow avoid most of all that. But also the crash simulation, I've always enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Like the damage you're taking from there.
Gosh. That's the difference between BeamMG where there is no driver.
So try and get like through one of those loop things.
Loop the loop.
Yeah. Can you reset the car if you press the menu button? Oh no, you can't. Just restart.
There might be an option. You want to okay, so.
I don't know how damaged you are if you're actually going to get over the loop.
Where does the loop start?
Oh, this is like
it's a loop with a jump. Okay.
You got a wrecking assist there.
Wrecking assist. Oh, okay. So I would.
So yeah, you damaged someone. So I think you're going to white line it all the way around the outside of that to get some speed up. So yeah, if you turn now, you've got the basketball game in the background where it gives you points.
Did you go through the thing?
Through the hoops. There you are.
Okay.
It looks like a double ramp.
What do we think? I think there's.
I don't think you got enough speed.
Oh.
Do the first one. So you can see the damage on it. This one.
This is a bit like Trackmania, this. Oh, I'll tell you what. That went very Red Bull. Oh, no.
But yeah, I mean, there's loads of stuff around it. I've said it so many times in this past.
And everything, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, can you go into replay mode? Because
in normal game, would it have
in a normal game, you could fly around and you can go inside and also, I know it's a minor detail which people don't notice. Like this is obviously a V6 or V8 as you saw from that engine one, but that little car you just smashed into there, that would be like a little four-pot, little inline four-pot. Why don't you see how high you can go up that wall?
This one?
Yeah,
okay.
See that ramp, see the vertical wall.
Will it give a score, maybe, or something?
50 metres before you... But that's going to take some serious damage.
Well, I think to wrap up...
As your car will then.
I think from my perspective, it's like, it seems like a good entry point into Wreckfest. As someone who... I played a couple of times the first one, but I didn't play too much. So I'm happy that it runs now smoothly on like my 4060 Ti. I don't think I'm going to gain much more by playing it on like a 4090 or something. And I'm interested to hear from your perspective as someone who's done a lot of Wreckfest that you're like, there's enough here for me to be,
yes,
I want to pick it up.
Definitely. I will, 100%, we will, I mean, look, even just like the suspension unit being broken out. I mean, for a game which gets smashed up, the actual detail of it has always amazed me.
Yeah. Okay, well, let us know if you want to see more Wreckfest on the channel. I do have the affiliate purchase thing code, which should give you a discount as well in the description. And yeah, Wreckfest 2, hopefully it's going to be as good as Wreckfest 1.